Hello paper crafters, I'm Sunny Sky and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. And today we're featuring a retiring stamp set, retiring at the end of May. So if you're watching this after May 2018, this is no longer available, but it's still a cute idea that you could translate with another stamp set. So it's Message in a Bottle, and today we're just getting this little mermaid inside the bottle using some of this Glimmer paper that is in the spring catalog. It's kind of a fun batch. It also comes with turquoise and dazzling diamonds. So we're going to start with our main stamped image. We're using Memento Tuxedo Black ink today because we are going to color in our little mermaid with some alcohol markers. So this is a 2x2, 2x3 sheet of Whisper White cardstock, and it's going to be layered on a piece of lemon lime twist and rich razzleberry that are just slightly larger, a 1/4 inch larger. So this is a 2x3 layered on a 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 of lemon lime twist, and then a 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 rich razzleberry. And I'm telling you that because I'm not writing out the dimensions since we have such a limited time frame for this stamp set to be available. I am going to mask this mermaid, so I've cut out just the part of her that needs the masking area because we're going to add a little water. And we're using the Marina Mist, a retiring ink color, using the water stamp set in this set. And we are going to stamp off, because this Marina Mist is just a little darker than I want. I'm going to stamp off twice, and then I'm going to ink up that, or stamp it on her little bottle there. So it's a nice, subtle image of water, and you can see that her tail does not have any water or any blue color to it because we have stamped off. We're going to add a little, or because we have masked, that's why there's no color there. Going to add with the lightest rich razzleberry Stampin' Blends alcohol marker. I'm going to color in her tail and her top and her hat. And for some of this, you really could use the narrower end of the marker, but I like the way the color comes out of the wider end. I may be sorry that I used that. So I'm not getting up close because I'm trying to keep my head out of the camera for you guys. Okay, now you see her hair is quite dark there, and her fin is quite dark too. But in this finished card, I have used the color lifter and lightened up. We're going to say that some light is hitting her from the top over on this side of her fin and a little bit on her tail, and you can already see that starting to lighten up there. And the same with her hair. We want to throw a lot of highlights in her hair there just because it's quite a dark blue. I used the pale color of the Night of Navy Stampin' Blends on her hair. So you'll see it's lightening up there. Okay, and so there's that. And then this will go right onto this layered cardstock. I've already added adhesive to this cardstock. And then we just need to make the full card that she's going to be in front of here. So I have a full card is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then when you just do one layer down, this white layer behind here is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to use this octopus from the stamp set, but I'm not using his face. It just looks like he's some swirly images. And I'm kind of going back and forth there. And then only part of this cardstock is showing up. The rest of it is going to be behind our glimmer paper. So it's okay that on this part we're seeing the octopus. He looks kind of a little scary there, doesn't he? But not to worry, those eyes are not showing up. And then I also have a layer inside the card where I'm just going to give it a little bit more swirliness because it's such a dark piece of cardstock on the inside. And on this I use some retired confetti, but I'm going to put the Whisper White on here because it just looks a little bit brighter and bolder to go with the front of the card. Okay, so we got our stamped image here, and then you just take your glimmer paper, line it right up there along the edge there, and then take your full card and you're going to have that 1/4 inch around the edge there. And then we have one more addition to add, and that is a 1-inch strip that we're using with the triple banner punch. Slide that all the way in, give it a punch. You're going to end up with those little tails and a little extra. And we're using the rich Razzleberry for 2 greetings that are on that stamp set. It's your day and make a splash, and I've separated them so I can get them really close to the tips of the tails here, because there's not much room on this card to do any extra. Okay, so then if I take I've already preloaded this with dimensionals, this main image that we have matted with the lemon lime twist and the rich Razzleberry. I've added plenty of dimensionals top and bottom, and then I added some here to the side just so I can get my little tag. And I'm going to just get it as close as I can to that edge and mount this on here. The reason I'm using dimensionals, remember with the Glimmer paper, because it's textured, the glue doesn't stick everywhere. Your adhesive doesn't stick. So this way it gives you a little bit of extra stickiness. Okay, and then this would go on the inside. However you want that on the inside. We've got our layer of white with our little octopi stamped on it, and just glue this right on top. On the back of the Glimmer paper, you can just use your standard Snail adhesive there. And that's the finished card. Isn't that fun and cheerful? And I have a friend who made this at Stamp Club. She's using it for a graduation card. So really, any kind of fun celebration thing that you'd want to use it for. So thanks for joining me today. Grab this stamp set before it retires the end of May, or use something similar with these fun colors together, and have some fun crafting.